Life forces you to grow alone because the lessons that matter most often come without a handbook, leaving you to navigate pain, joy, and uncertainty on your own. There's a quiet strength that emerges when no one is around to guide you, and it's in this solitude that life teaches endurance and self-belief. Even when surrounded by people, life can make you feel isolated, pushing you to discover your own voice and make decisions that align with your true self. The solitude life imposes is not a punishment, but a necessary phase, where you learn to trust your instincts and rely on your inner wisdom. Growing alone forces you to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself, and through that discomfort, you develop resilience and a deeper understanding of life. Life strips away the distractions of others' opinions, leaving you with yourself, and in that clarity, growth becomes inevitable. True growth occurs in moments of isolation, where every challenge is faced alone, teaching lessons that no one else can deliver for you. When life isolates you, it's an invitation to reflect deeply, to understand your ambitions, and to recognize the strength you didn't know you had. The process of growing alone is uncomfortable, yet it molds character, sharpens decision, and reveals a level of courage you could never gain in comfort. Life doesn't always provide support, but in the silence of solitude, you discover your ability to overcome challenges with nothing but determination and patience. Being alone teaches you to listen to yourself, to honor your feelings, and to trust that your path, though solitary, is valid and meaningful. Life pushes some of us into isolation to reveal that dependency on others limits growth, and independence is the true marker of maturity. Loneliness is often a disguise for opportunity, because when you grow alone, you tap into creativity, problem-solving, and insight that group comfort can't provide. Every trial, faced alone, leaves a mark on your character, teaching you empathy, resilience, and the kind of wisdom that only comes from real experience. Life forces solitude to prepare you for challenges that others cannot handle for you, reminding you that self-reliance is both empowering and necessary. In isolation, you learn that your thoughts, choices, and actions are your responsibility, and this ownership of life is what true growth demands. The strength you gain when no one is there to support you becomes a lifelong companion, guiding you through future struggles with confidence and clarity. Life forces you to grow alone to teach humility, patience, and perseverance, lessons that are impossible to fully grasp in the comfort of company. Solitude is a crucible where the raw materials of fear, doubt, and uncertainty are transformed into courage, wisdom, and self-assurance. Growing alone isn't a curse, it's a preparation, molding you into someone capable of handling life's storms with grace and independence. Life isolates you to show that reliance on your own judgment and values is more dependable than seeking validation from others. The journey of growth in solitude highlights your unique potential and reminds you that your path cannot be walked by anyone else. When life leaves you alone, it's actually giving you the space to develop clarity, to set priorities, and to become the person you are meant to be. Isolation sharpens your focus, forcing you to recognize what truly matters and to shed distractions, dependencies, and unnecessary influences. Life forces solitude to reveal the depth of your resilience, showing that you can endure hardships and emerge stronger than before. Growing alone is the foundation for independence, teaching that your happiness, decisions, and success ultimately depend on yourself. Life may separate you from comfort, friends, or guidance, but it is in this solitude that your inner potential is awakened. When you face challenges alone, every small victory feels monumental, and you learn to trust your abilities in ways impossible when supported constantly by others. Life forces you to grow alone because some lessons are too intimate, too personal, and too transformative to be shared or taught by anyone else. In solitude, the mind becomes a workshop, refining thoughts, ideas, and dreams into actionable steps that propel you forward. Life teaches that loneliness is temporary, but the strength and insight gained while growing alone last a lifetime. When no one else is there to guide you, life compels you to find your own path. And in that independence, you find purpose and confidence. Life isolates you to show that your challenges are uniquely yours, and only by facing them solo can you fully understand your capacity to overcome. Solitude develops self-awareness, encouraging reflection on mistakes, victories, and personal values that guide future decisions. Life forces you to grow alone because the world's distractions often prevent deep learning, and only solitude provides the focus needed for true growth. The moments of isolation may feel painful, but they quietly teach resilience, patience, and the courage to stand firm in your beliefs. Growing alone strengthens emotional intelligence. As you learn to manage your feelings and reactions without relying on others for validation. Life compels solitude to demonstrate that inner peace and self-reliance are far more valuable than constant company or approval. When you're alone, life forces reflection on choices, actions, and long-term goals, nurturing clarity and purpose in ways external guidance cannot. Solitude is where life refines your priorities, teaching the importance of focus, endurance, and independence in pursuit of meaningful goals. Growth alone develops confidence, showing that even without support, you are capable of navigating challenges, making decisions, and achieving success. Life isolates to teach patience, showing that true progress comes gradually and often requires enduring hardships without external aid. Being forced to grow alone allows you to explore your talents, passions, and resilience in a way that comfort and company cannot. Life's loneliness is often a signal to turn inward, to strengthen your mind, body, and spirit for challenges that require when isolated life encourages creative problem-solving, teaching skills and insights that would remain dormant if always surrounded by others. Growing alone teaches that dependence on others is limited, but self-trust is limitless, paving the way for true independence. Life forces solitude to show that even when support disappears, your internal resources, strength, wisdom, courage remain sufficient to thrive. Solitude cultivates focus, discipline, and introspection, allowing you to emerge stronger and more capable than if growth had come with constant guidance. Life compels alone time to strip away distractions, exposing your core strengths and weaknesses, and forcing authentic self. Growing alone is about building resilience and independence, demonstrating that your personal journey is uniquely yours and cannot be replicated by others. Life forces solitude to reveal that happiness, peace, and fulfillment are cultivated within, not found in external validation or companionship. Being alone sharpens the mind, hones decision, and fosters a sense of responsibility for outcomes that no one else can manage for you. Life teaches that isolation is temporary, but the personal growth and wisdom gained during these periods last a lifetime. Growing alone develops humility, reminding you that reliance on self and perseverance often leads to deeper satisfaction than dependence on others. Life forces solitude to demonstrate that courage is born in the absence of comfort, and strength emerges when challenges are faced independently. Being alone teaches self-respect, resilience, and the ability to navigate uncertainty without leaning on external crutches. Life isolates to help you discover your own voice, allowing clarity of thought and direction free from external influence. Growth alone instills a unique confidence, built not on recognition, but on the knowledge that you can endure and succeed independently. Life forces solitude to highlight that your path is singular, and only by embracing your own journey can true potential be realized. Solitude teaches patience and endurance, demonstrating that meaningful growth often requires facing challenges without shortcuts or external assistance. Growing alone is about learning to find comfort within, turning silence into insight, and struggle into opportunity for development. Life forces isolation to ensure that self-reliance, resilience, and personal accountability become foundational traits in your character. Being alone nurtures reflection, clarity, and insight, revealing patterns and possibilities that constant companionship might obscure. Life compels solitary growth to show that true courage is forged not in ease, but in facing obstacles without help or reassurance. Isolation is a crucible where fear, doubt, and discomfort are transformed into clarity, purpose, and self-confidence. Life forces you to grow alone, to teach that the ability to stand strong, make decisions, and persevere is a personal responsibility. Solitude cultivates independence, revealing that the power to change your circumstances and define your life lies within. Growing alone is necessary to understand that personal strength, wisdom, and resilience are developed, not inherited or taught. Life forces you to face challenges independently, showing that your growth is tied directly to your willingness to endure, adapt, and persevere. Being alone teaches that even in hardship, your choices, actions, and mindset determine the course of your life. Solitude encourages self-discovery, fostering understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, and untapped potential. Life isolates to prepare you for moments when external support is unavailable, proving that your inner resources are sufficient. Growing alone allows you to confront your fears, overcome limitations, and emerge stronger than you could with constant guidance. Life forces solitude to refine patience, focus, and mental clarity, turning challenges into opportunities for profound personal development. Being alone teaches that growth is a personal journey, and the lessons you learn in solitude are often the most valuable. Solitude sharpens resilience, strengthens determination, and fosters independence, ensuring that your personal growth is authentic and sustainable. Life forces you to grow alone because independence, self-belief, and courage cannot be cultivated in constant comfort or company. Growing alone builds character, demonstrating that true strength comes from facing adversity without reliance on others. Life isolates to show that self-trust, perseverance, and inner strength are the tools that enable you to overcome challenges independently. Solitude teaches patience, persistence, and self-reliance, turning trials into lessons that prepare you for the unpredictability of life. Being alone nurtures reflection and clarity, ensuring that your personal development is guided by your values, not external expectations. Life forces solitary growth to reveal that personal responsibility and resilience are indispensable in navigating life. As uncertainties, growing alone strengthens independence, teaching that your happiness, success, and strength are determined primarily by yourself. Solitude is where life cultivates self-awareness, introspection, and resilience, fostering a growth that companionship alone cannot provide. Life forces you to grow alone to show that personal strength, patience, and courage are forged in moments of isolation. Being alone teaches that self-belief is more reliable than approval from others, and true growth requires trusting your own path. Growing alone develops inner power, resilience, and independence, proving that the greatest lessons come from facing challenges on a life isolates to refine character, encourage self-trust, and cultivate the inner strength necessary for navigating life with confidence. Solitude teaches that while life may leave you alone, the growth, resilience, and wisdom you gain are your most lasting companions.